first production of Old King Cole. If Jimmy's there, he might turn off the house lights for us, please, Jimmy. We especially want to welcome here tonight two good friends of the Cashel Pantomime Society who have attended every show since they started, and we sincerely welcome Sister Rosari and Sister Immaculata. They're somewhere. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before the fun and laughter begins, I do have a few announcements I have to make. First of all, it is my duty to point out the fire exits. Obviously, the main door that you came in, on either side of the main door, on your right and on your left, on either side of the stage, on my right and on my left, and also there is a fire exit through the kitchen. Can I just ask that if anybody has a mobile phone or a pager, they might just check that it is switched off, please. I would also remind you that Hollinafela is a no-smoking area. As always, we're running a raffle, and during the interval, ticket sellers will be roaming amongst you, trying to relieve you of your hard-earned cash, and tickets will be €2 for 3 strips. We hope you'll support us. Our prizes tonight are: first prize, Rossa Pottery Jug and Sugar Bowl, kindly sponsored by the Walshes above in Rossa Pottery in the Care Road. Our second prize is a gift voucher from Butler School of Motoring, and our third prize is a box of biscuits, kindly sponsored by Vincent O'Connor, and our fourth prize is a bottle of whiskey. We sincerely thank our sponsors. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all I ask is that you sit back, relax, enjoy the show, but first of all,
for a fall. Old King Cole is a merry old soul, and it's driving me mad. His smelly old pipe is his source of power, and when I'll steal it, I'll be glad. I'll hatch a plan till it is mine, and then fly to the moon. So I'll cast a spell on one he trusts, and to pinch his pipe he'll try, and when 'tis mine, I'll reign supreme, and terror will kill the happiness and joy that rule its land, and lovely glooms will fill.
Obnoxious king, I bid you cease. You will not destroy this land of peace. I'm Celestine, the fairy queen, and I'm as good as you are mean, and I will guard the happy king, protect him from the strife you bring. Begone, O demon king so cruel, return to the evil land you rule.
How dare you interrupt my spell? There's truth in all the words I tell. The time for change is ripe, to steal from him his magic pipe,
Oh, I must guard King Cole from that demon king, as he schemes to steal the magic thing that makes this king a merry old soul. To keep him that way is my goal.
Salutations and hallucinations.
Your subjects have assembled to greet the new governess, Your Majesty.
Yes, but what are all these flags for? Is somebody running a flag day? I bet you it's Dixie Corbin collecting for the soccer club again.
We're sure the only ones about a good chew one for you, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, I did want everybody to gather at the dock to greet the new governess. But where are my three fiddlers? And where is Princess Viola? This new governess is for her, after all, isn't she?
Well, she's still at the palace, Your Majesty.
Still at the palace?
Yes.
What's keeping her?
She was upstairs waving her hair.
Waving her hair. Why? Can't she afford a flag like everyone else?
But everyone else is here. Are these your three wives?
Of course they are, you fool. You don't think I'd live in sin with three old bags like those, do you?
Oh, Master, it's so exciting! We're in a state of consternation!
Castor oil is good for that. 11 years I've been married, Windbag, and it seems like only yesterday. I wish it was tomorrow. I'd cancel it.
Oh, Master, you don't mean that.
Now listen, you three. I'm suffering from matrimonial indigestion. I'm sick of the lot of you. Look at them. Women's lib, eh? This one, Essie. She's 40, you know. I'm trying to swap her for 220s. And Bessie here. Did I ever tell you, her father used to keep her under the bed? Yes, I always thought she was a little potty.
He's a great master. Think of all the happiness I brought you. Why, you used to call me your treasure.
That's right. I wonder why I ever dug you up.
Oh.
I should have known about this one, Windbag. You know, her mother was so suspicious, even her eyes watched each other. Suffered from a terrible disease, poor woman.
What was wrong with her?
Bacteria. She was so cross-eyed that every time she cried, the tears ran down her back. Oh, look at them prostitutes on the floor. Up, Alfred, up, I say.
But your Majesty, where's your fourth wife?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Well, I've done her in.
But what can His Majesty mean?
Well, she kept pestering me for a car. She said, buy me a car, I want a new car, blah, 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 blah. So I bought her a Jaguar.
Whoa, a Jaguar. But that must be very expensive.
Yes, but it was worth it. It leapt from the bushes and bit her head off. She bled to death.
What a bloody messy way to go.
Well, that's one down and three to go, eh? When these three die, Windbag, I'll have them cremated.
That's the way some of us can't get a one. None of them have to burn. Oh, I think that ship is about to dock, Your Majesty.
Oh, yes. Well, we better not keep the new governess waiting, or she'll think we're a pack of uneducated savages. Come along now, everybody. Let's give Lady Anna a royal Coalland welcome.
Your Majesty, I hope the lady will understand about all your wives.
What do you mean? I'm the king of Coalland. I can have as many wives as I please.
Well,
Can't I?
Oh, of course, Your Majesty. But, see, some people don't agree with polygamy. Now, that's having 3 or 4 wives. And in Ireland, where she comes from, a man can only have 1 wife.
What? Only one wife?
Yes.
Oh, that's worse than polygamy, Windbag. That's monopoly.
Has he gone? I think so. That old bag of wind saying I'm potty and that I'm buried treasure. Yes, 20s is what me for 220s. Since he's got gifted women. Oh, is he getting fed up with us? Oh God, what have we done, son? Girls, we've got to stick together to protect by the three queens. 4 comes the dead one. Oh, God, he kill us all. What are we going to do? We've got to stick together. Let me explain. Now there was a time when they used to say that behind every great man there had to be a great woman. Oh, but in these times of change, you know that it's no longer true. So we're coming out of the kitchen, 'cause there's something we forgot to say to you. We said, sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. We ain't making stories, we ain't playing fly. Don't you know that a man still loves a woman, and a woman still loves a man, just the same goes. Sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Now there was a time when we used to say that behind every great man there had to be a great woman. Oh, but in these times of change, you know that it's no longer true. So we're coming out of the kitchen, 'cause there's something we forgot to say to you. We said, sisters are doing it for themselves. Yes, we are, standing on their own 2 feet and ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Sisters, baby. My new governess, Captain furious. Well, maybe, but I am rather curious to see what Lady Anna is like, and her son.
That's the first I've heard of it. Is he tough? Yeah. Handsome?
I haven't an idea. I've only been told that a new Irish lady has been engaged as my governess, and she's coming here soon with her son, Robin.
Robin? When the red robin comes bop, 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 along.
Oh, anyway, it makes a pleasant change to have a new face on the scene.
Wow, I can practically hear those wedding bells already.
Good morning, Princess. Your father is anxious about your whereabouts. He insists you be present to welcome the Lady Anna.
Keep your hair on, Windy. We're going.
Oh, the jobs I get to do. It'll be quite a relief when the new governess arrives to keep an eye on you, Princess. Now, we mustn't keep her waiting. No. Shoo, shoo. Go on. That's the good little girl. Oh, wicked Windy. He'll be with you. Oh.
Well, folks, we're the Three Fiddlers.
Are you enjoying yourselves?
We'll soon fix that. Oh, I'm dead unlucky, I am.
Shut up, melancholy.
Well, lads, what do you think, huh? Aren't we the sexiest looking dudes that you've ever seen in your whole life? Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, no, we're not.
Dry up, melancholy. Give your jaws a rest. Yeah, shut up, will you?
I'm dead unlucky, I am.
Well, you can all go and congratulate me. I've just had a phone call from St. Joseph's.
Oh.
The new matron down there says, by the way, it's John Halley, says, my sister's just had a baby.
Oh, boy or girl?
I don't know.
Gee, that's tough, Diesel. So you don't know whether you're an uncle or an aunt?
What?
You're lucky to have a baby, but me, I'm dead unlucky I am.
What's wrong with you now, Melancholy?
Oh, I have inward pain again. That's the third time this week.
Hey, why don't you call the doctor?
Oh, he'd only send me to the hospital again. The last time I went there, he told me to have lots of friends. And the moment I went in, he gave me an enemy.
Don't worry about it. The trouble with you, Melancholy, is you have an inferiority complex.
Hey, it's not a complex, he's just inferior.
And it's so embarrassing, too. I didn't know what to say when the nurse asked me if I wanted a bedpan.
What? A bedpan? You mean to tell me you have to do your own cooking there?
Look, cheer up, Melancholy. You know what? You're looking an awful lot better today. Isn't he, Diesel?
He sure is, and he smells lovely too.
I'm so unlucky I couldn't even do that.
Do what?
Put toilet water on my head. The seat fell down and hit me.
You know what? You remind me of my poor mother. She was always sick. Do you know, she spent a whole week in bed with the doctor, and he didn't do her a bit of good.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Hey, listen, don't worry about that. When we get back to the palace, Phil Delaney, the cook, will put something on.
I hope he does. He looks an awful sight undressed.
Blister, quick, do something.
Oh, don't panic. Keep cool. Hey, let's try resuscitation.
What?
Let's resuscitate.
Okay, you think so? See, you, come here. The Highland man, he wears a kilt, and when the wind is blowing, he don't know where the wind comes from, but he sure know where 'tis going. Woo!
Will you stop? Not recite. Look, let's carry him to the tree over there. He might be better off in the shade. Okay.
Carry me home, bury me decent.
Harriet, just flown in from Ireland to educate the king's daughter. Who the heck are you?
Gee, Diesel, I'm really getting worried. He doesn't seem to be. Will you come over him? He's not getting any better.
Oh, okay, let's exercise his limbs. It'll help the circulation.
What's going on?
It's the banshee!
It's a she, all right, and a real sexy one, too.
Oh, hey, who are the dames?
These are my air hostesses who accompanied me from Ireland.
Oh, well, hey, now they look sexy.
Go on, get over, the competition's too hot. And what about me?
You're an old bag.
You can't insult me like that. I'm an Irish woman and I'm proud of it, the daughter of a good Irish patriot.
Big deal.
What do you mean? Me father fought for Ireland.
He did.
He died for Ireland.
Go on.
And what's more, he'd do it again.
What's the matter, Mother?
These three insulted me, son.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Insulting a lady?
What lady? He looks rather temperamental, a bit like Tom Devitt.
Yeah. I'd say he's 98% temper, 2% mental.
And he's a fishy-looking so-and-so.
Yeah, but he's so well-spoken. He must be from Golden.
That reminds me, him being fishy, I must get a fish head for the cat.
Why, you giving him a transplant?
Hey, Birdbrain, you looking for a job?
Well, I hope to get one when we get settled.
Oh, now tell me, can you work with a wheelbarrow?
And he knows nothing about machinery. Anyway, he's got a job back home in Ireland. He's a famous pop singer.
Oh, hey, tell me, has he got a record in the top 20?
Well, since you ask, he's got a record out at the moment, doing very well, entitled I Love You on the front side and Kiss Me on the back side.
Hey! Did you say you come from Ireland?
The very place. The islands of inquiries and tribunals, deflated with inflation, run by the TDs suffering from the DTs, and the national emblem's a hare, because the country's run by pulling strings.
Oh, so then you must be the new governess.
Yes, did you not go and meet the delegation? They went to greet you.
The whole bloomin' village went to meet you on the ship.
Ship?
But we came by plane.
Did you not see the hostesses?
Yummy.
Ah, so you're the welcoming committee. And who are you then?
Me? Well, I'm Diesel. Blister. Melancholy. The king's fiddlers.
Fiddlers?
Best fiddlers in town.
But how did you get such unusual names?
Well, you see, now, this fella here, they call him Blister because he only turns up when the job is done. And they call him Diesel because he's always stealing things, saying, Diesel bit me and Diesel bit me there. Oh, he's kicking out his whole family. Best shoplifter in town. Don Stores hates him.
And what do they call you, young fella?
Melancholy.
Let me guess, you have a head like a melon and a face like a cotton.
I'm unlucky. Even his ma and dad were unlucky. They had him.
Do you live in the town?
You see, now at the moment, I have no fixed abode.
And where do you live?
In the flat, directly below him. You're gonna be living in the house, which is down that way.
How will you run along with the luggage, Robin? I may wait here and meet the delegation that if they ever find us.
Right, Mother, but be careful. I don't trust these three. The cheek of some people, huh? And we most popular with men. Yeah, and what's more, we're irresistible to women.
Well, you're not irresistible to me.
Well, thank God for small mercy.
Oh, Windbag, you've mocked it again. You handled all the correspondence with the new governess.
But her letter clearly stated she would arrive today, Your Majesty.
Oh, it's a good job I'm in good humour. I'd have your puddings for supper. Well, what's this? A new national monument?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, good heavens, it talks.
Listen here, mister, I'll give you the old one too. If I hit you, you'll be like the fellow who swallowed the spoon.
Follow the spoon. What happened to him?
He couldn't store.
Your Highness, her.
Of course it's a her. I'm not blind, you fool.
Yes, but Your Majesty, it's her.
What on earth?
It's the new governess.
New governor. Oh, dear lady. Windbag, this is all your fault. Please, allow me bid you welcome to the fair kingdom of Coalland.
Delira, I'm sure.
Oh, a pleasure, a pleasure. Isn't it, Windbag? Say yes, you fool.
Yes, you fool.
Your Majesty, she came by plane. That's why you didn't meet her on the ship.
Oh, a thousand pardons, dear lady. There's been a lot of confusion. Here, please, allow me to introduce you to the members of my family. This is my daughter, Princess Viola.
You're very welcome, madam. But I understood your son was coming too.
He's one ahead to Seamus coming to inspect the bed and see if it's approved by Board Fall, Jack.
And these are my three wives, Essie, Bessie, and Tessie.
3 wives? Your Majesty, that's bigamy.
That's not bigamy, it's bigamy number 3.
He had thought, well, I'd hold but done her in.
Done her in?
A slight misunderstanding, dear lady, but never mind. I may soon have a replacement.
4 wives and 1 done in. What kind of a heathen place is this? Clear of me walk her out for me. Princess, get away from those savages. You'll end up with a few husbands. 'Tis worse than Hollywood.
Oh, Windbag, I seem to have made a bad first impression. Yes. I'll go after her and try and talk some sense into her. There's nothing wrong with having 3 or 4 wives, is there, Windbag?
Well, it all depends on what they look like, Your Majesty.
Yes, I see what you mean. well, come along now. You may accompany me back to the palace. I'm tired after this morning's work. Keholia, escort us back to the palace. They may not be much to look at, Windbag, but there's something to fall back on. Just checking.
Bless my soul, I'm shattered. There I was on my way back to the palace when this great hurricane descended on me and it really shook me up. When I gathered myself, I found this envelope in my hands. Now, I haven't a clue how I got there or where it came from. But, oh my goodness, I tell you, what a shock. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's an invitation of some kind. The horrible DK. DK? Who's DK? The horrible DK cordially invite you to the village cemetery at midnight. Oh my goodness. The village cemetery at midnight. Dare to refuse this invitation, and you'll be haunted by the 7 sniffling demons of the Cashel UDC. By order DK? How's DK? Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm the nervous type.
Oh, you're not lucky too!
You're frightened the life out of me.
Don't worry, Willie. We'll look after you. Yeah, we'll raise your spirits.
Raise my spirits. I wanted to stay where they are, above or below, but I have to keep this appointment if I value my life and safety. This is what this gold card says.
Relax now, Willie. She'll go along and keep you company.
Oh, you will. Oh, you're pals. You really are.
Mr. Windbag,
Oh, what do you want?
His Majesty asked me to inform you that he requires your presence immediately.
Oh, at the cemetery at midnight. Oh, now. Oh,
It's
Lord.
something to do with a welcoming banquet, I believe.
Food, glorious food! Dum, 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 dum. Come on, Windy, let's get the show on the road.
I better not keep His Majesty waiting.
Especially when he's thinking about the grub. Let's go home. Ah, home. Now that reminds me. Where do Volkswagens go when they're old and rusty?
Volkswagens? I don't know.
To an old Volks home, you don't. Come on, let's go.
What a strange and wonderful land. I think I'm going to be happy here. Maybe Mother and I will settle down and make our new home in Coalland.
really brave saying they would come with me. And when the time came, it was trace or tidings of them. What's that? Here lieth the remains of John. Yeah, John what's his name, who lived an ass and died a fool. He's not dead, but sleepeth. Well, by God, Johnny boy, you're fool of no one to let yourself down there, I tell you. I wonder who sent the letter and who I'm supposed to meet.
Foul creature! Miserable man of clay! 'Tis well you're here, that you obey. Now listen well, heed everything that's uttered by your demon king!
Demon, King, that's DK, that's the fellow who sent the letter. But King Cole he's my king.
A curse on him, your king of coal. To defeat him is my final goal. Obey, be silent, my plans I tell, as I cast on you my demon spell. From henceforth you'll be an ugly type, to steal from him his magic pipe. Still loyal and trusty pretend to be, as you try to pilfer his pipe for me. And when the cunning deed is done, to my den in the skies then you must come, with the pipe prepared to zoom to my demon lair upon the moon. But woe to you if you should fail, for I'll have you changed into a monkey's tail. And now stay spellbound to contemplate before you return to your natural state.
Yeah, you know where we get in graveyard. Yes, sir. No, those things with white sheets. No. But we don't care, because we're Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Ghostbusters! There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! There's something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Seeing flames run through your head. Who you gonna call? An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I'm afraid of no ghosts. I'm afraid of no ghosts. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If you're all alone, pick up the phone and call Ghostbusters! I'm afraid of no ghosts. I'm afraid of no ghosts. I'm afraid of no ghosts.
I wonder, has anybody seen Windy anywhere? We're looking for him. Where is he? Where's supposed to be? Where? Where? I wonder where he is, Lister. Oh, I wonder who lives here. Oh, there's someone knocking at the door.
Tombstone Hellfire. Died 1793.
Ah, well, I heard he was a great man to give a sermon. He could preach about hell as if he was born and reared in the place.
Tell me now, which would you prefer? The tombstone or the vaults?
The waltz. The waltz? The waltz?
The vaults.
But to tell you the truth, I prefer the quicksand. Woo!
'Tis now the very witching hour of night, when graveyards yawn, and hell itself creeps for contagion on the world!
Oh, don't say things like that. You frighten me.
What's wrong with you now, melancholy?
My brother just passed away. Oh, poor melancholy. You know what? You always get it tough. But he looked so happy. Laid out with a big smile on his face.
So maybe he was happy when he died.
No. He died in his sleep. Wait till he wakes up in the morning and finds out he's dead. The shock will kill him.
Well, my uncle died too.
Oh, what did he die of?
It's funny you ask, because the doctor says 'twas nothing serious.
Yeah, well, what kind of stupid talk is that? Do you know what? You should take elocution lessons. Oh.
Elocution?
Oh, that's what killed my father. What? He touched a live wire one day and was... Well, hey, when my cousin swallowed a tape measure and died. Oh.
I suppose he died by inches.
Oh. No, he went round the back of the house and he died by the L.
All this talk of death is morbid. I'm dying for a pint. I wonder, has anybody seen the nearest boozer?
Hey, you're talking to him. Oh, tis a permissive society is the cause of all the death and misery in the world today. Smoking, drinking, clothing.
Do you hear St. Melancholy over there? Hey, you!
What?
Don't you smoke?
No.
Drink?
What?
No. Go out with women?
Certainly not.
Well, I smoke 60 a day, I am.
Well, I tell you, they'll kill you. Do you know what? You should try my brand. A new brand. Sweet candy bags.
Sweet candy bags. Never heard of them.
Oh, these are good. Do you know what? You won't get lung cancer smoking these. They'll just rock the teeth out of your head.
And it's only an old statue.
Ah, so look at him, poor devil standing there day and night with only the headstones for company.
And don't forget the pigeons and the crows.
Yeah, I was wondering what that smell was. I thought it was melancholy the whole time. Oh, couldn't be me. I'm using my new invisible deodorant.
Does it work?
Yeah. When you use it, you vanish and no one knows where the hell the smell is coming from. Well, I tell you, melancholy, it's a pity you couldn't use some of this apparition here and you might disappear for good.
Look, it moved. Let's get out of here.
Oh, why didn't we wait for Windy? And we wouldn't be in this fix now. Oh,
Somebody look at
oh, Windy, save us from these evil spirits.
Harrison, don't be frightened. They won't harm you. You're as happy as the day is long.
Maybe Windy, but it's the lights that worry me.
Harrison, they won't hurt you. So do you only want to join us in song and dance? Yeah.
Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones and the rest all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be funny with no skin on? Have you seen the ghost of John? Had more bones than the rest all gone. Long white bones and the rest all gone. Wouldn't it be funny with no skin on? Wouldn't it be funny with no skin on? Had more bones and the rest all gone. Long white bones and the rest all gone. Wouldn't it be funny with no skin on? Wouldn't it be funny with no skin on? Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones and the rest all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be funny with no skin on?
delectable, my delightful assistant,
Little Annie from Shanberry.
Yours this morning on 106.7 FM. We have a brilliant show lined up for you. Indeed we have. But first, we must go for our traffic report to Little Annie.
This is Little Annie with your up-to-date traffic report. Kindly sponsored by Cashel Motorbus Drive Street and the Care Road. Well, Kevin, I have only one major snarl up to tell our listeners out there in CDC Radio Land about, and that is there is one hell of a traffic jam down the main street today. An ambulance is stopped right in the middle of the main street. Nothing is moving. But don't panic, friends. It shouldn't last too long. It appears that Skeffy is on that darn mobile phone again, and that TJ has run into gardens for the Racing Post. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Annie, on 107.6 FM. Now, folks, we have a brilliant competition lined up for you this morning. We have Lockie down there on the phones. But remember, when you're ringing in, remember, Lockie's a bit deaf in one ear, and sure he's totally deaf in the other, so you have to speak up. Now, folks, this morning, we have a brilliant competition. Have you got your sound effects, Annie? Yes, folks. This morning we have an all-expenses trip. A brilliant holiday for you and your partner. Out to Danzy's in Rose Green! Yes! And not only that, but that's kindly sponsored by Devitt's, the great men on the buses. And of course, they'll throw in the brass handles of a coffin for your choice. And now, folks, the competition. First, I will explain to you. We will bring you on a total trip of the gallops in Ballydoyle on Saturday. And then Sunday, we are going to bring you the highlight of your trip. We are going to bring you out to the proposed site for the incinerator at National Byproducts. But remember, folks, this carries a government health warning. There is no smoking on the premises. So you must not smoke when you go out. And now, the question for today's quiz is... We want to know, folks, the burning question in town at the moment. Please ring Lockie. The burning question is, exactly what pub is Harrigan's Fuse supposed to have bought? That is the question we want to know here tonight. Ring your answers out to Lockie. And now, we have to go, ladies and gentlemen, to our sports update. So over to you, Little Annie from Shanberry on 106.7 FM.
Listeners, we have a news flash from the sports department. As I was just coming into the studio, I met Vincent O'Connor. It appears there is uproar in the Cashel camp. John Bob has announced that he is transferred to Rockway Rovers. But worse is still to come. It appears that Mick Craddock is looking to transfer into the King Cormac's. I have been in contact with our colleague here in CDC Radioland, Seamus King, and he tells me that tonight in his Cashel Live program, he has arranged a discussion on this serious matter. He is invited into the studio the King Cormac chairman, Barney Slattery, and the most revered Galway man in Cashel, Barry Benetton. Representing Rockwell Rovers will be the treasurer, P.J. Maloney, who fears for his job as treasurer. And since their chairperson, Tommy Buckley, is unable to attend, he is sending the local curate, Father Pat Burns, in his place. And he is some man to talk, Kevin, as well you know.
Tell us about it.
We know. Seamus is also invited a member of the newly formed King Cormac's Ladies Committee, and I understand that their secretary, Tess Ryan, has agreed to be interviewed. Needless to mention, folks, I expect Tess should have the inside track. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Annie. And now we must give you the weather report. But unfortunately, our roving weather reporter got caught somewhere between the Furry Hill and Main Street, and I have a funny feeling that he's stuck there for the day. So if you want to know about your weather, my advice to you is look out the window. And now, over to you again, Annie.
Kevin, I have just received an urgent garden message that you might pass on to our listeners, please.
Oh my God, this is serious stuff, Annie. It appears that a pack of dogs have been worrying pedestrians in the centre of the town. They are known to be armed and dangerous. Please do not confront them, as their owners are known to be temperamental. The members of this doggy gang are, my God, 'tis worse than Limerick. Blackie O'Dwyer from Main Street, Penny Thompson from Bohermore, Holly MacDonald from Dominic Street, and the ringleader is known to everyone as Mad Max Devitt from John Street. And even though Mad Max has no teeth, begotten he'd suck the ankle off you. A photofish of all the suspects are available from O'Dear's chemist, and the forensics are awaiting the results of paw prints lifted from the scenes of the crime. Because if Kim Sullivan lifts them, you'll be waiting a long time. Well, that's all, folks, as we say in all the good radio stations.
Before we go, Kevin, we have a special request here. What's that, Lottie? We've had a phone call from Jack Ronan, and he was wondering if we would play what records, Rocky? Oh, if we would play Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire, or he would preferably play Joseph Locke singing We Make a Bonfire of Our Troubles. He wants to play that for the members of that local committee staff.
That's very good, Annie. We'll play that later. But
Wait.
now we have to go.
We will leave you so, listeners, with Perry Coleman's Top 30 Hits on LP, because we have to go up to Mary Gleason's for our dinner.
But folks, we will be back at 5 p.m. with the Milken Show. And we hope to join you then. So it's good night from DJ Kevin.
And goodbye from Little Annie from Shanghai.
On your local friendly radio station, CDC 106.7 FM.
Just snap your fingers and I'm walking back the door.
the baronies of Lochmadora, Cahal and Sparfield, rulers of Fine Geese, west of the Rock, Fore Abbey, and Duala.
Someday you'll run out of wind, Windbag. Ah, that's better. Well, I've gathered you all here to greet the princess's new governess and her son, and for them to meet you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will present the Lady Anna. I trust you enjoyed the banquet, madam?
Oh, I burst in me Gallister, but confidentially, Your Majesty, me Gordon is killing me.
Oh, come, sit down here beside me, and we'll have a little tete-a-tete.
Oh, I couldn't eat another thing after such a feast.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present on you herbaceous boarder?
Herbaceous?
Yes, she doesn't eat meat. Now, if you stand here beside me, madam, and you, young man, at this side, I'll formally introduce you to the members of my family. I hope my pipe doesn't bother you.
Not at all. My husband used to smoke one continuously. He was worse than Roland's.
Well, you've already met my daughter, Princess Viola.
Pleasure to meet you again, Princess.
And this is her son, Robin. Oh, yes, Robin.
The vision of your loveliness makes the long journey worthwhile, Princess.
Commoners must never speak to royalty without permission.
Oh, well, in that case, Mr. Windbag, kindly inform the princess that I humbly apologize for paying her a compliment, and it won't happen again.
Don't be insolent, sir.
Temper, Princess. Remember, one must always maintain one's decorum.
And now, my little recreation, my 3 remaining wives. and this is Keholia, keeper of the king's wives. We call her Keyhole Kate for short.
3 wives, Your Majesty, why that's positively degrading. And anyway, in a hurry to the pace.
Talent, madam, hidden talent.
Hidden must be buried 6 feet deep.
No, that's his sport wife. He buried her this morning.
I've met these, as the beaky said when he saw the avalanche coming. Here comes a rolling stone.
Well, we ain't gathered any moss.
Well, now that the formalities are over, I think we should have some entertainment. Keholia, entertain our guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present the final of our Poet Laureate competition. 3 finals still left in the run.
The Taoiseach had a pet. He put him in the door. And every time he caught a rat, he shouted, "Feed him The Taoiseach had a dog. He used to weep and wail. And every time he saw a hog, he shouted, "Fine Gael." The Taoiseach's son got wed, got married to a neighbour. And every time they went to bed, the wife went into labour.
What do you call a Spanish woman with 1 tooth?
I don't know. What do you call a Spanish woman with a 1 tooth?
Juanita.
Do you know, in China, it is very hard sometimes to make phone calls. Because there's so many people called Wing and Wong. You usually end up winging the Wong number.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
I don't know. What do you call a dog with no legs?
Nothing, because he won't come to you anyway.
I've never heard such rubbish and bullshit manure in all my life. Right lot of jokers, you there.
Now, don't distress yourself, dear lady. It's much too hot for protocol. And anyway, I'm too full.
Me too. The beef was delicious, but I ate so much it was strong as a bull.
Funny that. I've eaten fish all my life, and I still can't swim a stroke.
Well, you mightn't be able to swim, but you're a bit of an old cod. Well, I'm off to relax me boudoir.
Ooh, excellent idea, madam. Let's boudoir together.
Somebody better call Mikey Gation the plumber. We've thrown a leak.
Hey, you three. Would you like to play a joke on the king?
A joke? What kind of a joke?
And if you like to play a little game, or make a little bet.
Oh, not me. I'm dead unlucky.
Come on. What kind of a bet? Okay. I'll bet you €10. You won't steal the king's pipe. No. Just for a joke, because I'll give it back to him later.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean to tell us, if we pinch the king's pipe,
Yes.
you'll give us €10?
Yes.
Well, that sounds daft to me. Craft or not, it's worth €10. Oh, I've a strange feeling in my bones. Oh, I'm dead unlucky, I am. Oh, look, for God's sake, Melancholy, all we have to do is pinch the king's pipe, give it to Windy here, and collect €10. Right? Correct.
This is working like a charm.
You see? Looks like we've got a new job, lads. We're back in the steel business.
I wonder what it would be like to be king, to rule over the land like old King Cole. Wow, this is great. Monarch of all I survey. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and never look back? Would you cry if you saw me crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touch your lips? Would you lie? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Would you swear that you'd always be mine? Would you lie? Would you run and hide? Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain, and I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. You can take my breath away. I can be your hero. King Cole is rather nice. He really is a merry old soul. What a shame his daughter is so spoiled.
Oh, I do like my new governess. Lady Anna is lots of fun.
But oh, her son, he's so conceited.
Pity too, because she's so attractive. I imagine I could get quite fond of her.
How dare you be so impertinent? Remember who you're speaking to.
The lady must be speaking to moi. There is no one else around. And, Princess, if I have permission to speak, I wasn't speaking to you just now because I hadn't permission to speak to you, if you follow what I mean.
Oh, you're infuriating.
Now, temper, Princess. Remember what your governess said?
Ooh.
Well, I've heard of love at first sight, but this certainly is a change. I suppose that's what comes of being a princess and being pampered all your life, waited on hand and foot.
No one has ever spoken to me like this before.
Pity. It might have done you a lot of good. Well, since I'm sitting on the throne, I think I'll use my royal prerogative and grant you a pardon. Princess, you are forgiven.
Oh, you're insufferable.
You know, I'm quite enjoying myself being a king. Must do it more often.
Princess! Alone with a commoner. This won't do at all. Go to your room.
Mother, it's my fault entirely.
Then go to your room as well. And no hanky-panky. Go on, give me over.
The princess needs a firm hand. I fear we may have spoiled her a little.
Nothing that can't be undone, as Houdini, you say.
Oh, bless my soul. Have you flu?
No, it came me bite. Every time I sneeze, I get passionate. What'll it take for it?
Snuff.
My husband used to love that, but he preferred intoxicating beverages.
Ooh, was he fond of a gargle?
Fond of? He'd swim in it. He used to never wear a nightcap in bed. He used to keep it in a bottle beside him.
Oh, drinking in bed. What a delightful idea.
Yeah, it's great. They say when you're having your first drink, give her down, you'll feel better. A few hours later, they're holding you over a basin, saying give her up, you'll feel better.
Oh, Lady Anna, I do find you so amusing. I don't suppose you'd ever consider... Well, you see, I have a vacancy in my harem. My last wife, she unfortunately passed away, and I was just wondering if you might consider maybe...
What are you insinuating? I'm aware you've had 4 wives, but you're not adding me to your list, you big beluga.
I'll have you know I'm the king of Coalland, and I can have as many wives as I please.
There's no doubt whoever married you to those women is a lot to answer for.
But, madam, I married them by decree.
I suppose you divorced them by decree.
And then you'll marry me? Done. I decree I'm not married. I'm a bachelor, and I ask for your hand in wedded bliss.
Do you think your daddy Christmas is open?
No.
Well, then he means stockings alone.
Oh, don't be like that. Let's sing a little song instead.
Right.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend the evening with me.
And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. But then I don't spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lies you heard the night before.
And though it's just lying to you, for me it's true, it never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make that meaning come true. But then I think I'll wait until the evening gets later and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the night so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. Time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the night so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you.
What are you doing?
Norton!
And what are you doing?
Helping him, sir.
You're up to some mischief.
Oh, I'm dead unlucky I am. joke, Your Majesty.
Yes, we must always be ready for a joke, mustn't we?
Well, I'm always ready, but not for 3 jokers like yous. Now beat it!
Beat it!
Yeah, scram, get lost here, I hear you.
Oh, you shouldn't have gone wrong! Oh, I'm still looking at you.
Oh, stuff and nonsense. Leave the royal presence immediately.
Oh, if not sooner. Well, we don't have to stay here and be insulted.
No, we can go someplace else, can't we, Blister? Blister!
Well, now I must get ready for my first session with the princess. The first lesson, I want to make a good impression.
Oh, you did. Let's have the second session now.
Expect the character off me. Oh, he's insatiable. 4 wives and a poor widow woman like me ain't safe for them at all. Your Majesty, I have an idea.
So have I.
Oh, not like that. Why don't you toddle off and tell your 3 wives that they're now 3 ex-wives divorced?
Brilliant! Although I may have to find 3 husbands for them. Oh, but I think I know the very men for the job. Now, where's my magic pipe? Have you seen my magic pipe?
No.
I was sure I left it on the throne.
I'll have a look for it.
I could have sworn I had it with me.
Listen, Your Majesty, if I find it around the palace, I'll let you know.
Ah, please do that. I came in with it. I must put it on the throne. Who are you? Have you seen my magic pipe? I seem to have mislaid it.
It's not mislaid, Your Majesty. Your pipe's been pinched.
Oh, glory be.
For the Demon King has cast his spell on your loyal servant. The truth I tell.
My loyal servant? Not Windbag. He wouldn't do a thing like that.
It's not his fault. He's been bewitched. And by the fiddlers the pipe's been snitched. But they only did it for a joke, to earn €10 because they were broke.
Well, you say they're all innocent, but my pipe is still gone.
It is true, it is gone, and with it your power grows steadily weaker by the hour. For he who has the pipe in hand will rule the people and all the land.
Oh, my pipe, my kingdom for my pipe.
It does no good to weep and moan. You must get busy to save your throne. And do your best the culprit to discover. Then pipe and throne and power you'll recover.
What'll I do? Who has it? Where is he?
On his way is Windbag to an American rocket with the magic pipe tucked in his pocket to blast off to the moon, where he shall bring the mystical smoke pot to the Demon King.
The Demon King? Who's he? Oh, I'd never suspect old Windbag and the fiddlers, yet you say it's not their fault. But I must stop Windbag before he gives my magic pipe to the Demon King. Oh, what'll I do, Fairy Queen? Oh, she's gone. But at least she told me what happened to my magic pipe. Guards! Guards! Back not as good they are anyway, letting those light-fingered fiddlers pinch my pipe. Guards! Oh, my magic pipe's been stolen, and we've got to do something about it. You, summon all my subjects at once. And you, I want you to go and find the fiddlers. Bring them here. I don't care if you have to drag them, but get them here and quickly, quickly. Oh, my loyal subjects. A foul and wicked deed has been perpetrated. My magic pipe's been stolen, and Windbag's got it. Yes, I know it's hard to credit, but he's under the influence of the Demon King and doesn't know what he's doing. And these are the 3 ruffians who stole my pipe.
Oh, we can explain, Your Majesty. It was all a joke. Was he who stole it? Yes. He spilled the harness up a nightmare. Oh,
Oh, I'll have you interrogated, incarcerated, indoctrinated.
Intoxicated?
I'll intoxicate you.
That's rather corny, you might say.
What's going on?
My magic pipe's been stolen by Windbag, and he's on his way to deliver it to the Demon King.
The Demon King! Oh, he's saved that!
What happens? Mother! Mother, wake up! She may never recover, please God.
The Demon King of Cashel. Indiana!
Come, my dear, you're in safe hands.
Where am I?
In the king's arms.
I'll have a gin and tonic.
I second the motion.
Come now, my dear. Here, sit down here. Give her a bit of space. Now,
What's this about the Demon King?
Windbag is on his way to deliver my magic pipe to him.
We must stop him.
The first sensible thing I've heard all day.
But what about the 3 fiddlers, Daddy?
Oh, them. They're in for some severe punishment. For one thing, they're about to get married.
Married?
Yes, married to these 3 lovely ladies.
But Your Majesty, they're your wives.
Ha! Bad grammar. Were my wives.
you can't be serious, Your Majesty.
Oh, yes, I can. I mean it. You'll get married and you'll like it. It is meant to be a punishment after all, isn't it? Now, the rest of you villagers, I want you to spread out, search the village and see if you can find hide or hair of Windbag anywhere. Come on now, back to work, back to work. Lady Anna, nothing must interfere with the princess's lessons.
Right, come on, Princess, back to work.
Daddy, this is ridiculous.
Oh, come on, Princess, you need them badly.
Oh, you.
Let's start looking. We'll try down this way.
Yes. Fiddlers and wives, you'd better get acquainted.
Oh, a right mess I've made of things. Every time I see him, we just argue and fight. I was so looking forward to meeting him. Well, that's another dream spoiled. Viola, the princess with everything. When I first saw you, I already knew there was something inside of you, something I thought I'd never find. Angel of mine, I look at you, looking at me. Now I know why they say the destinies are free. I'm checking for you right on time. Angel of mine, how you changed my world, you never know. I'm different now, you helped me grow. You came into my life straight from above. When I lost all hope, you showed me love. I'm checking for you right on time. Angel of mine, nothing means more to me than what we share. No one in this whole world could ever compare. Last night the way you moved is still on my mind. Angel of mine, what you mean to me you'll never know. I'm different now, you helped me grow. You came into my life straight from above. When I lost all hope, you showed me love. I'm checking for you right on time. Angel of mine, I never knew I could feel each moment as if they were new. Every breath that I take, the love that we made, I only share it with you. When I first saw you, I already knew there was something inside of you, something I thought I'd never find. Angel of mine, I look at you, looking at me. Now I know why they say the best things are free. I'm gonna love you, boy, you are so fine. Angel of mine.
Well, this is a fine how do you do? The guards off flirting with death, looking for a great big dirty demon king, and you chirping and cavorting about.
I'm sick of all of you. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Did you see the beat of that? Young ones, They're gone to pot, Lord help the next generation.
Mother, what's wrong with the princess? Why is she crying?
How the heck do I know? Young one, better have a word with the king about that one.
What's he really like? Every time I see him, he seems to be issuing commands or berating his unfortunate wives. I'm glad you're not married to a man like that.
Well, now, son, that depends how a woman handles a man. With the right woman and the proper tuition, I think the king will make a model husband. Why don't you run off now and look after the princess?
Oh, the princess has no time for me, Mother.
Don't let her haughty exterior fool you. Still waters run deep, Robin, and I think she thinks a lot more of you than you think she does. Now run along and don't sell yourself short.
I hope you're right. See you later.
Isn't he great, son? Now to concentrate on the king. The poor man, miserable and unhappy, if only we could find his pipe. Your Majesty, never fear it'll turn up.
There's not trace or tidings of windbag anywhere.
Now come here and sit down now. That's it, relax then, I'll get your pipe and slippers.
Ah, my pipe, my pipe.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Oh, she's believing the mystery. Anna look after you now.
Oh, that's nice.
Alfie used to like that too.
Alfie?
My late husband. He saw a lot of life, Your Majesty. He was a window cleaner.
Really? Oh, tell me about him.
There's so much to tell. Where does one start? Well, he was a great man, really.
Was he lazy?
He was very lazy.
I knew it. Window cleaners usually are.
Yeah. He used to spray the grass with whiskey. So
Whiskey?
the grass would come up half cut.
Ah, yes. Tell me, did he travel much?
All over. He was in Egypt, India, and Aden. It was in India he met his fate.
Really? What happened?
Well, he was fighting in the Indian Wars, and an Afghan shot him up the Khyber Pass, and that's a very sore thing.
Oh, you poor woman, you have suffered so much. Here, let me take care of you. I hope you don't mind me saying so, but for someone who's endured so much, you look remarkably fresh.
I hope you're not getting fresh, Your Majesty.
Oh, tell me, what's the secret of your young-looking skin? Is it makeup?
Makeup at my age? Polyfill eyelids.
Oh, you kindle a flame within me.
Oh, he's getting hot. Hold on, Your Majesty.
Oh, come now, let me crush you in my arms.
Let go. You're gorgeous, Rooster. You remind me of the sea.
Ah, wild, romantic, restless.
No, you made me sick. All you men think of as S-E-C-K-S.
Oh, come now, my dear, I can read you like a book.
Oh, there's no need to use braille.
Oh, now, wait. Let us pause and gaze at the moon.
You can look at the moon all you like, but keep your paws to yourself.
Oh, kiss me, my dear.
Certainly not. I don't know you from Adam.
You should do. I have more clothes on.
Are you fond of girlie?
However did you guess?
Just go into it.
Oh, kiss me, my dear. Come, white fighters. It's bigger than both of us. What do you want?
The invisible man is at the door.
Well, tell him I can't see him now.
What are you smorking at?
We were watching you spooning with the king. You know what? You should be more careful.
Why?
Well, never kiss outside the gate. Love may be blind, but the neighbours ain't.
Cheeky puppy, leave his ride present at once.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Have you found him? Have you got my magic
I'm
pipe?
afraid not, Your Majesty, but the guards have some news.
Yes, Your Majesty. One of the girls saw the Lord Chamberlain travelling.
Went back?
Yes, so the guards went into the travel agents and asked a few questions.
Yes, we booked a flight to Mexico.
But why Mexico?
On his way to the rocket ship. I forgot. The fairy queen told me he was on his way to blast off to the moon.
The moon? You're joking, Your Majesty.
No, that's where the demon king awaits him. If we leave quickly, we may just get there and catch him in Mexico. Guards, prepare the executive jet for a flight to Mexico. Have it ready to leave in 30 minutes.
Mexico? I've always wanted to visit Mexico. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. La da di da di da di dum.
What about you, Your Majesty?
I know.
What about you? No.
Oh.
On second thought, you may come. I might just dump you overboard over the Atlantic.
Oh.
And now, all my villagers, you can help prepare me as I go to my flight with the joyful sound of your song.
Let's get the bags packed. Right there, here we come.
quick trip. Perishing in Ireland 1 minute, sweltering in Mexico the next.
Sun, sand, sea, and sangria.
Sunburn, mosquitoes with knives and forks, Delhi belly. Oh, I wish I was back home.
Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
Hey, I'm a fast worker. In Mexico, only a few hours, and I fix us up with 3 beautiful senoritas.
Tell us, what are these Mexican birds like?
Don't call them birds, they're young ladies.
Okay, so, young lady birds. What are they like?
Well, my one, she's called Cool Mine. She always delivers the goods.
Really?
She's tall, statuesque, with a beautiful, luscious figure.
Oh, is my one like that?
Yeah, Melonhead. She's got a figure like mine.
Like all your birds, all curvy and wormy.
No, like mine, all knotty and grotty.
Oh, I'm dead unlucky.
Sir Luke, sit down. It could be worse.
Yeah, they could all be like mine. All tacky and fatty.
Oh. Ah, well, all women are the same when you boil them down.
Yeah, but you get more dripping from the fat ones.
But all women are the same. It's just makeup and style that makes them different. Sure, what would a woman be without her clothes on?
Maybe.
Tell me, where did you meet these girls anyway?
Right here in this hotel. Say, hasn't it an unusual name?
Yeah, the Bear Hotel.
The walls are bare, the tables are bare, even the chambermaids are
Lovely.
I'm going all giant jibbery.
Which one's mine, Blister? Oh, I don't know who's who in that get-up.
Yoo-hoo!
Come on, boys. Let's go to work. I'm in the mood for love. Which one of you is Cool Mine? Cool Mine always delivers the goods.
And what's your name, little girl?
Gloria, senor.
Oh, I know her brother.
Hallelujah!
Don't be shy, you little she-devil. There's women out there tearing their hair out to go out with us boys.
Tearing their hair out. Who wants to go out with baldy women?
Don't be shy, you sexy little creature. What do they call you besides God?
Well, I heard a Lorna doing, so this must be a sister. Nothing doing!
Oh, no, senor. My name is Carmelita Patita Moran, Patita Maria Cashel Manuel Gonzalez.
That's easy for you to say. A typical Irish Halloween. Aren't you slightly overdressed for this warm climate?
Yeah, they must be fair cold to be wearing blankets like that.
Come here, baby! I can't give you anything but love, baby! Hey, come here. I'm getting a little bit suspicious. Things ain't what they seem.
What do you mean?
Those 3 look familiar, and I'm sure I've seen Gloria's picture somewhere.
You're right. It's hanging on the wall back in the palace.
Well, with a face like that, a dame deserves to be home.
Senor, you must not insult me. Rembrandt painted that picture.
But Rembrandt is dead.
Any wonder a face like that would kill anyone?
It's them! It's them! Who's that?
The pigs! Three wives! You're right, melancholy. Oh, what do we do?
Oh, listen, ladies. I have nothing against you personally, but Blister, you explain.
There are 2 genders, masculine and feminine.
And you're not feminine. You're canine.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh,
How can you say that? You're mean.
oh no! Anyway, you're married.
Oh no, we're not. The king has decreed otherwise.
And
princess. May I address you?
You needn't be so formal. We're not at the royal court now.
But the day I arrived, you treated me like a little boy, and a naughty little boy at that.
And you look so funny, standing on your dignity. Mr. Wimbag kindly informed the princess that I humbly apologise for paying her a compliment. Oh, it was priceless.
And you've been laughing at me all this time, and I was perfectly miserable.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. You see, I didn't quite know what to say when we were introduced. I've never met anyone like you before. And yes, you were right. I have been spoiled. My smallest desire was a command, servants pampering me, princes falling over themselves to win a smile from me. But I've never quite met anyone like you before.
And I had never met anyone like you, princess. Just foolish, silly girls. Though I didn't realize it at the time, not till I met you, and found...
Found what, Robin?
That I was falling in love.
Are those your eyes? Are those your eyes? Is that just mine?
I've been looking at you forever, but I never saw you before.
Are these your hands holding mine?
Now I wonder how I could have been so blind. And for the first time, I am looking in your eyes. For the first time, I'm seeing who you are. I can't believe how much I see when you're looking back at me. Now I understand what love is. Love is for the first time.
Can this be? Can this be true?
Am I the person I was this morning? And are you the same you?
It's all so strange. How can it be?
All along this love was right in front of me. And for the first time, I am looking in your eyes. For the first time, I'm seeing who you are. I can't believe how much I see when you're looking back at me. Now I understand what love is. Love is for the first time. Such a long time ago, I had given up on finding this emotion ever again. But you're here with me now. Yes, I found you somehow, and I've never been so sure. And for the first time, I am looking in your eyes. For the first time, I see who you are. I can't believe how much I see when you're looking back at me. Now I understand what love is. Love is for the first time.
Or,
Oh, Mother, you startled us.
I'm sure I did. You really shouldn't be carrying on with the princess, Robin. But since the king and I have come to an understanding, suppose I can't say too much.
Yes. Toddle off now, lovebirds. You've had your fun. Now leave the scene to the old hands.
Oh, all right, Daddy. And I'm so happy you're my new governess. What a dear, sweet child she is.
Oh, come on. Let's go over. Come along. Did I ever tell you I was in Mexico before?
No.
Oh, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, you know. For example, did you know I was a world-class soccer player?
A soccer player? Were you the full-back?
No, I was the drawback.
Can't imagine you playing soccer. What was your speciality?
Dribbling. Ah, yes. Of course, I was having some trouble with my false teeth at the time. Oh, that's when I was in Mexico before, for the World Cup.
The World Cup?
Oh, yes. I gave a scintillating display.
You didn't.
I did. I passed all the defenders, closed in on the goalkeeper, saw my opportunity, drew back my leg, took a mighty swipe at the ball, and the crowd went wild.
Did you score a goal?
No, my shorts fell down.
Oh. What I love about Mexico are the gardens. I love gardens. Why at home in Ireland to grow cottage flowers?
Ooh, you must have green fingers.
No, but my legs turn a funny colour sometimes.
Tell me, what was that tune you were humming yesterday?
Oh, la cucaracha, da-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-dum.
Tell me, Lady Anna, do you rumba?
Only after fish and chips. Oh, look, Your Majesty, your three fiddlers. I wonder if they have any information.
I'd better call them.
I wait here, the bear.
Yes, now, don't you start drinking. Remember what happened to the nun who got fond of the booze?
Oh, yeah, they couldn't get away with the habit.
Come on now, you three. Fiddlers, over here. Come along now. Come along quickly.
You and poof! Oh, I'm that tired. If I don't sit down, I have to stand up. Hey, barman! Wake up! Do you serve drinks in this joint?
Si, senor.
Well, lads, what do you have?
What's he got?
Cactus juice, senorita.
Cactus juice.
What's that?
It's an old, how you say, Mexican concoction. Squeezed from the cactus tree and mixed with herbs and goat's milk and the blood of a few dead frogs and left in the strong Mexican sun to ferment.
Oh, it sounds ghastly.
No, senor. It packs the kicks of a mule. It's as delicate as a beautiful senorita's kiss. And senor, it makes you want to make love to the first person you see. You try. See?
Oh, well then. No. Melancholy. Here, try this.
Oh, I'm dead unlucky I am.
Match up, Dolores.
Here on the desert, it passes down the wind. Get off of me, you big hairy galucha. Oh, I think you're gorgeous too. What's in that stuff? Oh, you luscious hunk of meat! I'm mad about you. You're making pants with mad desire and passion.
You're off, you big dirty.
Oh, that's stuff. Dynamite. Here, give me a glass. Give me 3. Here, Blisser, wake up. Here, get that down, you. Ah, yes. And you, dear lady.
Do you think we should?
Of course. Come along, Blisser, to put blisters on your blisters. Come on. Go back. Bottoms up.
Don't be rude. Have a slug.
Boys, it's the king and us 3 fiddlers. Oh, look at Majesty! It's Ribbon! And I've got your magic popcorn! That you want it? Funny, you travelled halfway around the globe to find it. And now you don't even want it! Oh, it's that old black lax. my God, she's acting very strange.
Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous man, yeah. Why don't you sweep me into your arms? Throw me over your shoulder and carry me up to your hacienda.
Hey, por favor, señorita.
What's your name?
Sai.
Sai?
Si.
And what's your sister's name?
Sue.
Sue? Listen here, Mr. Soy See Sue. You sound more like a Chinaman than you do a Mexican. Let's have a look at you. Windbag! Oh, your Majesty, Fiddler's Windbag! He's got your magic pipe!
Well, what's that?
It's Windbag and he's got your magic pipe!
Quickly, seize him!
No! You cannot touch me while I hold the magic pipe. You cannot move, but you can hear me. To your Majesty.
Yes.
I didn't want to take your pipe, but couldn't help myself. I'd love to give it back to you, but I won't. I have to go up to the moon in that big rocket. I don't know why I have to go, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. You understand, ya, Majesty?
Yes.
I have to leave now. I'll tell the man on the moon you are asking for him. So, cheerio! Cheerio!
Hocus pocus, alakazoo, old windbag spell I lift from you. Hurry, your Majesty, and make haste. You haven't got much time to waste.
Who's she?
What's that unlucky
Hush, it's the Fairy Queen.
A rocket ship awaits you five to go to the moon.
Oh, snakes alive.
And here's a mystical fairy ring to break the spell of the Demon King. So follow Windbag to the moon, and your magic pipe will recover soon. With the fairy ring and your fiddler's brave, defeat the demon, and your throne you'll save.
Jane, Your Majesty, she's disappeared.
Well, at least she's given us a chance to stop my pipe from falling into the clutches of the Demon King. Let's be on our way.
Senor! Senorita! You're not leaving us!
We'd like to say, but we've a pressing appointment.
With our tail.
But we have a big celebration! A big fiesta! You join party, no?
Right, no. We'd like to say, but we must leave.
Pity, senor. But if you must leave, you must. Senorita, more cactus juice?
Not in your dodgy Mexican nanny, amigo. We go, but we know come back, see?
Oh, God, let me see how killing me. Them shooting no face are a waste of time. If you got up to the moon like that, and we have to find our own way home.
Where's James Evans with that bus? He told me he'd be here at 20 to 5.
I'll tell you, that's gonna be late for his own funeral.
Oh, I tell you what, girls. Best thing to do, we'll take a rest here and sing a little song.
I think you're right.
Helen, give us a tea there, we'll flatten it ourselves.
We are three lovely lassies from Poland. Poland, Poland. We're three lovely lassies from Poland. And we are the belles of the ball. In seconds we can empty a hall. Oh, the king, he says we can marry. Marry, marry. And not just some Tom, Dick or Harry. We're getting the fiddler's tree. A fiddler for you and me. Oh, me Diesel is such a romantic. He drives me, you're frantic. And to tell you the truth, he's gigantic. He can't make me half jump and race. I can't keep enough with the kids. Oh, what blister he is, so sweet. When we meet, it's a treat. And he makes my heart skip a beat. But you know what they say about big feet. There's no one but him could compete. Oh, my melancholy is not jolly.
into a bar. Wouldn't you think one of them would have seen it?
Oh, we're three lovely lassies from Holland, Holland, Holland. Recorded for life by Joe Walland, and sentenced for eternity. Along with our fiddlers three, along with our fiddlers three. Oh,
This is the boss. Yeah, look at the old lady. Oh, jeez.
Boy, that was a tough climb. Janie, I'm sweating blood. So this is the moon, eh? Oh, it sure is cold up here. And I forgot me glove. Oh, I'm dead unlucky I am. Hey, do you hear him? Hey, are you cold down there? You're not. You're lucky, because up here it's freezing. Yeah, it's a good job you're sitting down there, because Jimmy put the heating on. It's perishing up here.
Ah, it's only that old biddy. I thought I got rid of her when I walked on her head.
Stepped on her head?
Yeah, well, you see, I missed my footing climbing up the mountain, and I couldn't put my toe in the right spot. So I accidentally, on purpose, stepped on her head.
Well, she'll put her toe in the right spot when she gets up here. Hey, are you all right down there?
Throw down a rope!
Throw her a rope. Come on. There you go. Tie it round your waist. You old biddy.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready, lads?
Pull! Come up to the mountain, Katie Daly. Come up to the mountain.
Jimmy, what are you doing here? Bingo's not till next Saturday. Get up, go on. Oh, dear, oh dear. Are you still down there?
I'll pull her another one.
Right, tie it round your head. Oh, sorry, your waist.
Leave it alone, Jimmy.
Are you ready? Okay, lads, pull.
Come up to the mountain, Katie Daly. Come up to the mountain, Katie, do.
Katie, did you ever see anything so ugly? Sure, if she went to a horror movie, the audience would think Dracula was making a personal appearance.
I heard that. I got a right with that big heat to put size 10s in me head. Thought was a goner.
I don't worry about a thing. I once fell 50 feet into a tank of Guinness. Did you break anything? Only me pledge.
Oh, me back is killing me after that climb.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Had a bad back for years, ever since I fell off the ladder when I was ironing the curtains. And me head! What kind of boots are you wearing?
Pigskin.
Pigskin? What's that used for?
To keep the pig together.
Well, give me a
Oh,
hand.
your majesty, you poor thing, you. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
oh, don't move, my dear. You look a beautiful sight in the moonlight.
Well, isn't he a right Edith? Your Majesty, she doesn't need the moonlight. So at home, they call her lamplight. She's been turned down so often.
Cheeky puppy, I'll have you know I went to every dancing ball.
Yeah, and who used to dance with you?
No one, that's where you used to ball.
Hey, did you hear about the two flies that went to the ball?
No.
Well, they couldn't get in because 'twas a mothball.
Ah.
Hey, look! A house! Man in the moon!
Well, I'll be blowed. Knock on the door, melancholy.
Oh, I'm dead unlucky,
Get out of the way or do it. Knock, knock.
Who's
The
there?
man with the wooden leg.
Well, tell him to hop it.
Yes? What is it? What do you want?
We're for planet Earth.
Yeah, and I'm the man from Mars. Now go away. We don't want any.
My, isn't he impatient? Let's do the Mrs. Bucket on it this time, right? Open the door, Richard!
You again! What is it this time?
My good man, we want a word with you.
Well, I don't want a word with you.
What has you so crusty?
Look, first it was the Americans, then the Russians, and now you lot. So there's no peace here anymore.
Well, yes, but who are you?
Who am I? I'm the man.
The man in the moon?
Yes, and I don't like any of this. The place is being besieged by enemies. I don't want to be contaminated. Now leave my old over here alone.
Ah, here. Take it easy. Have a fag.
A fag. A fag. Great for the nerves.
But what will I do with it?
Don't anyone tell him where to stick.
No, not there. In your mouth. Put it in your
No, you don't eat it, you eat it. You smoke it.
Smoking? What kind of crazy idea is that?
Please, will you give him another one? Now put it between your lips. Don't eat it. Light it.
Light it.
Yeah, like this.
Hulky. That's the most stupid thing I ever saw. You Earthlings have the most strange of habits. Sure, if we were supposed to smoke these things, we'd have chimneys in our hands.
Oh, we've a real wise one here, telling us we're stupid and all. Well, he's no politician.
Politician? What's that?
Oh, them men we have down in Earth who promise us the sun, moon and stars.
And what do they do?
They run the country.
Where?
To the dogs.
I say, what's that funny colour on your face?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, that's makeup. You know, lipstick.
Lipstick? What's lipstick?
Makes me more alluring. Makes men want to kiss me.
Kissing. What's a kiss?
Go on, lady Anna. Give him a demo. Go on.
Oh, no. All right, so. Put Put your arms around me. That's it, a little tighter. Hook her up, not so tight. Hook her up.
Oh, I like this.
He's squeezing me to death there, and all me. Somebody do something, don't just stand there.
Hey, he's doing enough for all of us.
Get him off me. Get him off
Oh, come along now. Okay, pull them apart. 1, 2, 3. He can't tell us much about the moon. He's dumb.
He's not as dumb as all that.
Can we try again?
Certainly not, I'm not that type of gourd. Do something to distract him, will you?
Oh, here's Robin and the bird.
What bird?
That's the royal bird.
Say, Robin, did you meet the man in the moon?
The man in the moon?
Now be genuine arts, good son.
Would you like a guided tour of the moon?
A guided tour, that would be lovely.
Hey, what's that flying object?
A cow.
A cow? Are you joking?
The cat and the fish.
The cow? Some form of the moon. By the way, that's the cow. This is the crater of Copernicus. And that's the Sea of Tranquility over there.
You might like to go for a little swim.
No way, it's too cold. Anyway, I can't swim, I'd sink.
Oh, why? Can't you swim?
Of course I can, but I've a hole in my bathing togs.
Say, Melancholy, do you like bathing beauties?
I don't know. I've never bathed in it.
See that bird? That's a red rescue bird.
I think it's a noisy swallow.
Oh, look, there's someone coming. It's windy. Oh, look, there's a terrible monster coming.
If you say that once more, you will be.
Quickly now, we must hide.
But where?
In the house.
Good idea, you don't mind, do you?
No.
Fair enough. I'm so used to people dropping in every other day, and I can hear it in my eyes. Doesn't happen anymore.
I'm in getting here, although my words were very clear, but never mind. Just hand it over, and with the pipe, I'll be in clover.
No, just wait a minute. What's going to happen to me?
When I've the pipe, you've no more uses. No need to talk or make excuses. So give it here, and get out of sight, or I'll turn you into a meteorite.
Oh, no, a meteorite. No, please. Here's King Cole's magic pipe. Here.
Wait a minute. Don't give it to him, Mr. Windbag.
Oh, wretched creature! Oh, King Cole! You're beaten now upon my soul. I'll cast a spell on the lot of you. Then you'll all be in a right old stew.
You're in a right old Scooby, bucko. Show him the fairy ring, your majesty.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I hope it works. Now, Mr. Demon King, what do you think of that, eh? Harvest!
He's falling off the mountain.
He flies through the air with the greatest of ease,
That was a nasty bull,
like a daring young man.
but he got no trapeze.
Well, that's the end of the Demon King.
And good riddance to you too.
Look, Your Majesty, it's your magic pipe. But where are we?
Where are we? We're on the moon. Wasn't it you who led us here?
Who, me?
Who is he? Him? That's Maureen Dunn who dressed up as the man in the moon.
You're all nuts. She's blonde.
Oh,
It's good to see you're back to your old self again, Windbag. Now, if we blast off immediately, we may be back in time on Earth for dinner. How about that? Oh, look at those two lovebirds, eh? Reminds me of my youth.
What do you mean your youth? There's a queer old kick left in you yet, me bucko. Robin, will you quit spooning with that young one?
Come along now. Back to the rocket ship.
Oh, my God. Time for Betty Boys. I tell you one thing, lady. Listen to this. I gave this old York 3 times last night. Oh, so that Willie of mine, he's an absolute disgrace. So he's taking as much liquid as an old camel. And so he's like all along, he'd have nothing. An old big stomach and a small bladder. Oh, so he'd be out all night. He's an awful man. You couldn't get him in. Oh, so he's like Seamus Cummins. You couldn't get him in. But I tell you one thing, lads, when he comes back in, so he's the news around the town and the parish. Oh, he's a great lad for the gossip. Oh, so Helen Don, he's always hot in there for him. I tell you, now. I tell you, lads, these old beds have seen better days. God almighty, Johnny. As I said, these old beds have seen better days. I got him there above at McAllister Book there. Also, she told me they used to belong to the Clifton Browns. Also, by all accounts, lads, so Peter was a devil for leaping and hopping and tearing inside in the bed. So Petrel had an awful job trying to keep him under control. Anyway, lads, I had a bit of bad news today. The sister rang me. Oh, God, she's in an awful state. What's wrong with you today? Oh, I'm having fierce trouble with the husband, you see, in the bedroom, the apartment. Oh, be good. So that means a pure misfortune. So then what has he now? He've old two glass eyes, he've an old toupee, false teeth, 2 old wooden legs and a false arm. So like she says herself, there's more of them on the bedside locker than inside the bed of mice. Anyway, listen lads, I better put the head down now, get a bit of sleep. Cause I've an old appointment early now tomorrow morning above in Beauty by Laura for an old session on the sunbed and a bit of hot wax to tidy myself up for a way. But I want to be getting down there early because Martin Brown, he's a devil for hogging that sunbed. So we're 90 lads. God almighty, what's all the racket? Am I to be muffled in my bed? A poor defenseless woman. What's going on down there?
It's all right, lady. There's only myself is in it.
I'll be on with yourself. Come on up, Elsa. What's all the racket?
That's all right, trying to drag a battle of spinach up the stairs.
Will you leave the battle of spinach behind you, clown?
I can't, so it's inside me.
Oh, God almighty. Well, I tell you one thing, Willie. You're an awful man. You're an awful man. I suppose you've that bastard thrown out of the wall again. You're Johnny Fogarty, hat broken, fixing the house. You've the place to strike, the size you're Tailman Brian. Come on.
Will you wish, woman, God, if you only knew half the day, I'd have to put it down.
Get into bed and tell us, for God's sake.
You wouldn't believe the half.
Oh,
you McDonald's and warm fighting. You must be in it with an hour, are you?
I mean, why now?
Come here, my safe, your lady.
Wait, come on.
I have a little surprise for you here.
Oh, my God, my God.
Take a look under there, lady.
Oh, my God, it's the long neck, Willie.
They got it here.
Oh, my God.
What did I want, lady? I'm looking.
Oh, my God, the very best. The very best.
There's a bit of a head on the face.
Tell me now, Willie. Tell me now. You're going to full day now. I can see you since the breakfast. You must have fierce around the news.
Oh, will you stop, can't you? First thing I did this morning, you know, rickety bad, is this Clifton Browns, they were rich this summer. The first thing I did, I went into Buckley's. And I went in for a copy of the Racing Post and 10 Woodbine. And who did I meet inside? Only Dixie Sullivan. And he was himself and Mickey are working double shift now.
Oh my God, is that busy inside now, Willie?
Oh, didn't the shop that's busy at all? Minded the twins there, up and down the stairs and shift the pair of them.
Listen to me. How is poor old Dixie after that old York he picked up there in Australia?
York he picked up in Australia? He got rid of her eventually. Oh, she had his head done in.
Well,
she was teaching him how to play the didgeridoo at all hours of the night, didn't
The didgeridoo?
Oh, it's some kind of Australian pipe. Don't ask me what it is anyway.
Go on, come in.
Oh, come here anyway.
Well,
9 o'clock I went into Buckley. I gave 2 minutes talking inside, and when I came out at 10, hadn't fitting there a ticket stuck to me vehicle.
What you get a ticket for?
I got a ticket because I never bought a ticket.
And you get a ticket now or you don't get a ticket?
I tell you, I get a ticket in future. I want to get another ticket.
Listen, I tell you one thing. What's the difference now between the ticket that you get and the ticket you're given?
About €35
Serious now, I can tell you. Listen to me. I tell you, it's an absolute disgrace that Finn, that fella, sticking old tickets on the safe or push bike.
On the push bike, huh? Come here now, that was 10 o'clock. Was that the back of your head I saw disappearing into Cavell's, the hair studio there that time of the morning?
Oh, it's Cavell's thing?
Yeah.
What else am I saying? Yeah. I was taking in for the 10 Maureen O'Donoghue hairdo special.
Very nice.
And when I got in, didn't you want to text the book there? The books that she said, I got Mrs. Long on the Fraser Lace.
What's the coming on that, you? It was 10 o'clock and you going in for a 10 appointment. How could you be late home?
That's what I said to her, but she said to me, it was a Maureen O'Donoghue, a special hairdo you're looking for. You should be your 10, 1971. I tell you one thing, that was fair cheap now, but anyway, we got it sorted out and she gave me no course.
She did, she gave you a lovely cut, and that half the cut she gave poor Molly.
No, but again,
And they live next door.
listen to me, while I was in there, who did I meet inside? You know the hairdryer, only Mary Redmond.
Oh, we got Mary.
Oh, I got Mary, she was fine.
She had a new face under that. You face the part, I believe.
I don't like it, so. She had. But anyway, listen to me. She was telling me anyhow, self-ended you like, the other one out, the traffic warden, the thing that, the fellas come around.
Oh, it's the Sergeant Major, as they call
Is
it.
that a bit on
I had no idea.
Anyway, they said, when I entered into the karaoke competition there inside in the moor.
Oh, there, got in there. Oh, did she tell you what they were singing?
I don't really get fool. So she told me anyway, that your man anyway singing Tickets to Ride. Mary, you're against, what she's singing? My boy, lollipop. I guess it.
I'm nervous, but I tell you, she's a great old singing voice. She's like all the Fitzgeralds, Richie and Helen, the Latins are all the same, a great old singing voice.
So they're fantastic, Listen to me now. And after hearing down this town, I'm not too sure nowadays, because it's so not, you might be able to help me out. But I'm after hearing that the council are after collecting €75,000 last year alone, and then parking meter tickets, that's all.
Because I tell you, they might have collected it, but they're not spending much of it, huh? I gave 10 minutes looking for me false seat outside of the map. I took the bike for a spin around the bus of the lot. Next thing I hit this rake of potholes, the chain shot off the bike one way. I went across the road, and I slipped Eddie Taylor's front over 2 halves at the front wheel.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Willie. So the wood jump your false seat without your head.
How'd you make that out?
So with all the hopping and tearing and bouncing the bike, so you let them in, you did it, the case of yourself.
You were fine. You were fine. Oh. Well, I picked myself up and dusted myself down anyway.
What?
And I said I go up to Michael Brosnan for just to settle myself down a small bit. He's hell. I went into the door and Michael took one look at me. He says, "Good God, man," he says, "will you get some food down here?" He says, "You're as fair as a ghost." And he fixed me up a lovely burger he did and a side salad.
Lovely.
Which was gorgeous. Only the thing is, without the false seat, I had to get Tommy Bress to stop me tomato from me. But Tommy anyway, Tommy says, "Come down with me and explain to Desi for free." He brought the girls down on top of you now for breaking.
That's right. Listen to me. Wasn't I inside now in the kitchen now at about 4 o'clock downstairs? I was pairing my own bundles. When the knock came to the door, I went down anyway. And who was standing there? Only Larry Kay and Jim Sullivan. And all of mine outside, and very night inside the squad. We're holding inquiry as to robbery above the Kay Road. What's that? They told me the 2 hours are missing from the sign there above my North Somerset. They're gone.
Good God. And what did they say happened?
Well, they said to me anyway. Michael got up anyway for work and he headed down anyway. And when he got up outside the function store, he stood there and looked up. And there we were, the 2 of them, gone.
They got, and I tell you one thing, your own 2 are nearly gone there, I see as well,
That's right, no, they got him in the bed.
Well, come here and I say to you, I took the bus that's on Nell.
Well,
And didn't I take them out where the 2 hours were gone? I saw them now.
I would agree with each other.
I saw him.
You didn't see a stone on the column, you saw.
I tell you, woman, I saw him. Didn't I see him abroad in New Inn? I passed him in the bus.
In the wind.
Aye.
Well,
I made my own inquiries. And what did I find out? When he didn't Paddy Bellevue and John Halley get up in the dead of night, and they came in the 2 levels, and they took the 2 hours down off at the front of Minogue Furniture, and went out and tied them onto the gate of Rockwell Rovers. And if you don't believe me, don't have a look at your way.
listen, I tell you one thing, I never trusted those 2 bucks, and I tell you one thing, as I always said, I wouldn't trust them fellas as far as you're thrown. And by God, you wouldn't throw them boys too fast.
You would not. No, I did. Well, yeah, I was heading back up anyway to get the bicycle repaired above in box.
They're back from Brosnan, was it?
I was coming back up from Brosnan, all right.
Fine.
And next thing anyway, who did I meet? Only the mother. And the mother says to me,
How's he getting on there?
he's flying, so he's flying. He got a job painting, rust painting the rivets and the new frame below.
Oh, was that
He was. Hold the lever, says he there, he says, and I go up and paint a few of these rivets.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, says I. I don't mind holding the leather for you at all. I said, but where's Nedler that he's not holding the leather for you? Where was he now? Only abroad in Campbell's. The mother says to me, haven't you a dose of the giggles from last night? And he's gone into Campbell's for a cure.
Oh, God, I'll tell you one thing, by them homes is all the same. Show him out for 3.
And,
That you wouldn't mind.
well, you know about
Oh,
that.
I wouldn't know, yeah. Listen to me.
You see the time now? Look at the time up there now, you clown. You was up all night again talking. This is long again. And we're supposed to be Peggy and Jimmy Possum. Now this morning to head down to 10 Oaks and we're going to do amusements.
New amusements? There might be some amusements to amuse Jimmy Possum.
You're not round the others, you
But anyway, I couldn't go even if I wanted to, so today is a court thing. I'm doing court today.
Well, oh, cut out. Listen, that's what anyway. I have your gown and your wig inside in the cupboard there, and I'm ready for you.
Good, get yourself.
What cases do you listen to today?
That's the usual now, carry on, you know yourself now.
Well.
Oh, stop in here and all that. I tell you now, I want to be leaving fairly lively because it's a long hour cycle up to the Circuit Criminal Court in Dublin now, so it is.
Oh, for God almighty, so why don't you get the bus up here? Clown yourself.
Oh, I could. Even Jackie Darrigan leaving sometime this morning up to Dublin.
Jackie, what about it? Listen,
So he goes up most mornings.
listen, what I have you. I have to put on a bit of week saying they have put it in for the shaman. What I had now, I head down and put it into the microwave and heat it up here.
You fire it into the microwave for me now. You're the best girl ever. Come on, we go down.
Come on, look here.
I'll take the bed with me, so for the great.
Terrible! See, Mike has got teeth like the Ten Commandments. All broken.
Oh, now, don't be like that, boys. These are lovely ladies, I know from experience.
If they are, you were in an awful hurry to get rid of them.
Oh, don't be like that. You have to get married. You can't be happy all your life, you know.
Did you enjoy your trip in space, Lady Anna?
4 days in a small cabin can be a bit trying, my dear. But with all those men and just little old me, boy, it was great.
Don't believe a word she says. We couldn't do a thing. She had her eyes on us the whole time.
Yeah, and she's got pedestrian eyes. They look both ways before crossing.
That's your nice view in a minute. If there's any more guff there with you.
Mother, you must start acting like a queen. You can't talk to one of the king's fiddlers like that.
Bless you, darling! If you don't mind your manners in future, you ain't gonna have any.
Come, princess.
Ah, Viola, at last you're back home in Coland with all your friends. But where's Windbag?
Somebody called for me?
Where's the bad man who stole the king's pipe? You should have left him on the moon, your majesty.
No, he couldn't help himself. Anyway, all is forgiven.
Come to Mama. Daddy ain't cross with you anymore.
Not so affectionate, my dear, or Daddy may be cross with you.
We love it when you're masterful.
Your Majesty.
Yes, what is it?
Well, I'm not quite sure how to say this.
Oh, what is he talking about?
After all, I've never had to say it before.
He's just babbling away.
I think he's trying to tell you something, Your Majesty. Speak up, son! Never let it be said that your mother wears a jibber.
Your Majesty, I want to marry your daughter.
Oh. So you want to marry my daughter, eh? And what's my daughter got to say about this?
Oh, please, Daddy, say yes.
Well, since I intend to marry his mother, I can't very well refuse, can I?
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
So you're getting married too? Will it be a white wedding?
Yeah, if it snows.
Now, the only person that remains is the fairy queen. After all, she saved my bacon.
I'm here, good king. I'm full of joy to see such happiness for each girl and boy. But what of me? Must I stay an old maid, or could a match for your fairy queen be made?
Well, I don't know. Have you your eye on someone?
Well, yes, now that you ask, I must confess, it's the demon king I love best. Since the fairy ring broke his evil spell, he's quite reformed, as he shall tell.
I'm through with evil, and I'll be good as any demon should. So bless our union, mighty king, and of happiness and joy we shall sing.
Well, bless my soul, the fairy queen and the demon king, Viola and Robin, my 3 fiddlers and these 3 ladies, and you and I, my dear, all getting married. Well, this calls for a celebration. Windbag as Lord Chamberlain, and the only bachelor left, that's your department.
Well, sort of, Your Majesty. Well, you see, Keoli and I, well, since she doesn't have to look after your ex-wives anymore, she wants to look after me.
Well then, let the joy bells ring out. Let everybody join in the festivities, because we're all going to live happily ever after.
The time has come to say goodbye. Our pantomime has ended.
Our story all ends happily, and not as I intended.
We're 20 minutes for each of us as a husband of our own.
Now that we're hooked, there's no escape. All we can do is moan.
Well, I have my pipe, and now, oh bliss, I have a brand new wife.
His hair and days are over, now he's stuck with me for life.
And so we take our leave of you and wish you fond adieu.
From old King Cole and all of us,
Good night, and God bless you.
At the time of my life, no, I've never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I